RELL Seas, sneak peeks you've probably never seen before, part 3. And the last one is going to make your jaw drop, so watch all the way to the end to see that one. And for the first sneak that I found, we have a showcase of the Phoenix Fruit finisher animation and the Dough Fruit finisher animation as well, so take a look. Having all these stunning visuals in game will really make the experience so much more enjoyable. And speaking of enjoyable, wait till I show you the fishing sneak peek. That one is going to be crazy. But before we get into that, I have another video clip of the Gear 4 M1 punching ability. By the way, that sneak peek was really old, so you can expect the whole Gear 4 model to be redone, as well as cleaner animations with it. But I'm glad that they're showing us such a big diversity of powers in the game, because now you better believe that everyone's going to have their own unique build, rather than just using the same overpowered fruits like they do in games like Roblox fruits. And to add on to that, the next sneak I have will be this short sneak peek of the Soul Fruit powers. I'll play it right now. Now, there was a lot that you probably missed in those short clips, but I broke it down so you wouldn't miss it. First of all, you can see here the character standing still with the little pet cloud and sun next to his shoulder. And if you look closely at their faces, they're happy and smiling. But in the next clip, they completely changed personalities and became hostile. We can expect this to happen whenever you want to perform an attack with your devil fruit or whenever an enemy hits you. And then after the fight is finished, it will return back to normal like this. All things being said, this is a great display of the detail that is being put into RELL Seas, and it proves that every fruit is actually getting the love it needs poured into it by the developers. And if we continue here, we can see one of the lightning attack moves. This move seems like it's going to be doing a lot of damage, it's really fast, and it has a really big area of damage as well. So far, it's looking like this fruit is going to be a pretty solid choice for all of you fruit mains. And in this final part of the sneak, we get a short glimpse of what looks like a transformation move for the fruit user. And if you can't tell what's going on in this image, the character's hair is on fire and they are standing on top of their lightning cloud. In this state, you'll probably be able to fly around while attacking, and you'll definitely get a damage boost as well, similar to Big Mom from the anime. And moving on to the part that I talked about earlier, we have the fishing sneak peeks. And here in this tweet from RELL, one of the game owners, he said, fishing sea kings and sea beasts to craft some armor. The crafting system is cool, but the cooking system is on top. My crew will be full of 5-star chefs. In fact, my boat will be a floating restaurant. Then he attached this picture below. Now, like he said, for one, we will actually be able to fish up sea kings and sea beasts, and for two, we can use those creatures to then craft armor. And so this feature is going to be super fun, especially compared to other games like Roblox fruits, where to get armor, you usually have to go up and just buy it from a random NPC. Now we know that fishing is also a way of getting items, and you can just chill on your boat to get a bunch of good items in game. And the next thing he said is very good news for all of you non-skilled players out there, because according to this, you don't even have to be mechanically strong to be successful and have fun in RELL Seas. In fact, he basically stated that you'll be able to build your whole crew with even just chefs. And also, this makes me wonder how useful cooking is in the game. Will food give you increased strength, maybe an XP boost? Well, who knows, but clearly the RELL Seas developers like the concept of fishing a lot, so expect this to be really interactive in game. And here's a close-up of the image that he attached. You can see here that you are actually able to stand on the outside ledges of your ship if you want to fish out there. And here you can see him pulling out what seems to be a fish or item that he wanted to clearly keep secret. And I know you guys are dying to see what one of those sea beasts actually look like, so I actually ended up finding this image of how they will look in game when approaching your ship. I got this from RELLSin's Twitter account, and he stated, "Boar shark, small but deadly to ship destruction." So basically, you're not going to want to see any of these anywhere near your ship, or you'll be missing a few pieces by the time you're done fighting it off. And speaking of fighting, there's some insane looking hockey sneak peeks that I really want to show you guys. But before we get into that, I found a short clip of some of the weapon animations that I want to show you first. Take a look. And like I promised, I found some more hockey sneak peeks that looked really interesting that most people have never seen before. So here are some pictures of those. And as you can see, whenever you have hockey equipped, your eyes begin to glow red and your weapons get coated in whatever hockey color you're using. So basically having hockey just gives you a massive aura boost. Also in the back of this sneak peek, we see a skeleton figure, which is probably some ability from the revive fruit that Brooke from the anime has. But we'll save that discussion for another day, because right now I want to show you this next interesting sneak peek that I found of the RELL Seas carrying feature. The RELL brothers tweeted, "Killed Altamayo and we carried him like a little baby." Then they attached this image of them carrying the guy on their back. So basically this confirms that you'll be able to kidnap people in the game of RELL Seas. But I can also see this being an annoying feature, because imagine you're fighting a crew with your friends and you get knocked down and then the opponent just picks you up and runs away with you. But on the other hand, let's say you're fighting a boss and you get knocked down. At least now you know that your friends can pick you up and take you away from all the danger. So this feature could be really good or bad depending on the situation you're put in, but overall it adds to the interactiveness of the game, which is the most important part. And for these next sneaks, all I can say is that it's about to get weird. RELL Sin posted a tweet on X that said, "Batman to RELL Seas," then attached this image to it. And honestly, I don't have much to say about this, but it turns out we might get Batman as a potential NPC roaming around the RELL Seas world, as well as a black guy holding a whip. But that's not even the weirdest sneak that I found. RELLBad ended up tweeting this post not too long after that other one, and well, we might be seeing one of the RELL Seas dragon fruit attacks being showcased in front of our eyes. And honestly, I wouldn't even be complaining. This would be really funny if he actually goes through and puts it in the game. And hey, the comments agree with me too. Just look at these. And before I show you the final sneak peek of this video, there was one more freaky sneak peek that RELLBad tweeted saying, "New bodies for RELL Seas. We are trying to be anime accurate." Then attached this image to it. And now I'm 90% sure this is a joke, but knowing the RELL brothers, they might actually slap in an NPC or two that has this model just for the fun of it. And once again, I ain't complaining. And neither is the community. Just look at these comments.
"You just know I'm about to be taking screenshots of this game."
God dang, that ass. Fuck, man. Role players finna have hella fun. But for real though, y'all seriously should get recognized for y'all's hard work and effort. Seriously, this shit is hella amazing.
Anyways, the final sneak peek in this video is this rubber fruit finisher animation, which is by far my favorite clip in the entire video. So take a look. Subscribe to be caught up on all things RELL Seas news, and watch this next for some more sneak peeks.